Hey everybody. So this will be a reading for a Friday. Yes, I do these readings kind of on the same day and plan them out usually. I've been kind of doing them every day lately, and you're catching me right after my walk. So I've been exercising and then coming and doing the readings later. So just so if you're wondering. Let's see. I have 3 cards for you today from my Happy Tarot. You have the 5 of Pentacles. Then you have the 2 of candy canes or wands. And then you have the oh, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, I had to look at that for a minute. I think it's the Ace, or is it the Page of Pentacles? The one I'm curious of. Okay. Is it the Page of Pentacles? Because it has a thing on it. They make this weird because it's all candy, like kids and candy, so it's a little bit different, and they usually don't ever have a 1 on the card. Yeah, the knights are marked, and the queens and kings are marked, usually. And this one, though, it definitely looks like a page for sure, but the pages are messengers, so I'm trying to figure out which one. Sorry, I'm not trying to waste any time. I'm usually better prepared than this, but no, I just looked at that and I was like, what? Oh. Okay, no. Yeah, that's a page then, because there is a 1 on these cards. Okay, good to know. And that doesn't say 1, so I believe that is the Page of Pentacles. So, what's your situation? I'm doing the reading now. Back to readings, rather than just collective messages. But please take what resonates, leave the rest. So, the 5 of Pentacles, 5s are... I just discussed 5s the other day. And 5s are about challenges, changes, obstacles, conflicts. 5 is in the middle, you know, where 1s are beginnings, renewals and things, and 10s are endings and renewals, so it kind of cycles back around, 1 to 10 and repeat. So 5 is the midpoint. So when you have the 5 of Pentacles, usually the 5 of Pentacles itself, this is about, like, you know, it could be about financial loss and things like that. Or maybe you feel like you're left out in the cold. You're isolated, lonely. You have, like, an older person here that looks sickly, and they're older, and they're on a cane. And then you have somebody a little kid on crutches that's injured. And these people are just having a rough time. This is you going through a hardship. So it's possible that you've been going through a rough time, and you're like, when is it going to end? And I think that things are ending, and if I look at this as a past, present, future reading, this would be your past. So as we head into the holidays, I'm going to say that, you know, put this behind you, because this is your past. What was rough, and I think you're coming out of this cycle now. And I can honestly say, as you head out of this rough patch that you've been in, you know, I noticed one thing here is that even though it's snowing, the sun is shining. Do you see the light coming down, these streams of light? You know, the divine is always shining on you. And I want you to know that. And I see that the divine is often shining in these cards. Even in the second one, the divine is shining down. The sun is still there. So there is still a lot of happiness and positivity and things that are happening that people don't always see when they're going through a rough time. The 2 of candy canes, or 2 of wands as we call it, this is you making changes in your life. This is you planning for something better. Some of you may be planning to make big changes. You know, these are the day-to-day, every day-to-day change. You know, if you had a major arcana here, I would say that this would be a major change. So you're tired of the same old, things not going right, but it's up to you to make yourself happy. It's up to you to make changes that will benefit you for the better. So what the 2 of candy canes is telling me is this is you planning. Here he is holding that little world over here, and, you know, he's got his little wand side by side. This is somebody who's thinking about their future. And usually this is somebody who's strategic, who's planning, you know, like what they want to do, where they want to go, how do they want to make changes in their life. Some of you may be choosing to move. Maybe you're in a not so great situation. You know, maybe you're in a bad roommate situation, or maybe you're coming out of a loss of a relationship. Could be divorce, could be a breakup, could be whatever you're coming out of, a relationship ending. and you have to move, and now you're like, "Oh, I got to do this all by myself." It might be a little bit harder financially, but it's going to be yours. So make it your own. You're going to be able to find a place that's just for you. It's going to be your setup. You can starfish and stretch out in the bed, like, and you know what? If you got a dog or a cat or a pet of some kind, like, you know what? Share the room. You'll have that support companion there if you need it. Maybe you could even get one. Maybe your partner didn't like it previously, so, but it's going to be yours. Nobody can tell you what to do and how to do it, you know, except for your landlord, maybe, unless you go and buy your own house. But if you're successful enough that you can go and buy your own house now, it will be yours. It's up to you, though, to be responsible for taking care of it, but nobody can tell you how to live your life. I mean, it's going to be up to you. If you want to stay up late or go to bed early or whatever you want to do, nobody says you can't. Nobody's forcing you to stay up and watch, like, chick flicks or something, you know, like, unless you want to. You want to watch a movie, you want to go, you know, play games, you know, and gonna hang out with your buddies, like, you can do that. But, I mean, the world is your oyster. That's it. It's all you. So while you're over here planning to make better changes to your life, or maybe you've already implemented these, this is currently in the present. So you're actively making these changes now, and I think it's making you happier. And then we have the good old page of Pentacles here, and this is great. This is leading you into the new one. Pages are young normally. If you're not young, then you feel young again. It's kind of like a restart, a fresh. You're refreshing. So it's kind of like you're going back to the beginning stages again. And the Page of Pentacles, you're out there curious. You're finding your stability again, and you're grounding yourself, you know. Finding your footing is what I want to say. But you're out there walking around, you know. You're going to meet new friends. You're going to find new people, new places that you belong. Maybe you're changing careers. Like, you're going to go and do stuff that refreshes you. Maybe you just do something like getting a haircut. I mean, that could be the simplest thing that you do, and it makes all the difference. But what you don't want to do, bottom of the pile, is speaking to me here. This is the Eight of Swords, I believe. Yes, Eight of Swords. This is just telling you, don't get caught up in your head. Don't get caught up in the past and worrying about what was. That's water under the bridge. Don't worry about it anymore. Focus on the changes you're making and implementing them. This is going to lead you on a whole new journey. So this Page of Pentacles is ready to start anew, and things are only going to come up roses from there. So good for you for making positive changes in your life. It's only going to get better from here. So congrats.